Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Hopefully we're good to go. I forgot I did a live stream for something else on Facebook. And I'm hoping that everything is, I had to switch back to YouTube. I hope everything's all right here. Oh my goodness, come on. Hello, Will. Okay, everything's all right. Oh my goodness. My camera's not cooperating. Oh well. You guys can see my pretty face. Let me go live on TikTok, even though TikTok's been wonky lately. Only thing green is Bitcoin miners. Okay, yeah, I'm getting caught up here. Let's see what we've got here. Riot is Riot green? Yeah, Riot's green. Iron is green. Yeah, Bitcoin miners are green. CIFR, Cypher mining. Green day for miners. Okay. Sounds good. I'm wondering about silver. No, I'm not going to say no. Never mind. Like, I'm just so... I'm so ready to make a bag off of the inevitable silver peak that all I need for it is to just stop going up and just chop because of this ticker here. ProShares Ultra Silver, AGQ. I'm in a put. I bought a put on this, but look at the all-time chart here. What do you see? You see something that yeah, that's where I bought it in 2011. It just, you know, it can't keep up. It's a 2x silver ETF. And when silver goes up, it goes up a little bit more. It's supposed to be 2x, it's not 2x. And then when silver goes down, it goes down a lot more. It goes down more than 2x. It just, anything leveraged like that, it can't keep up. So I'm excited about that. All right, what about holding miner ETF MNRS? I'm not familiar with it. That might not be a bad idea. Let me go. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It says live with your boyski. I'm not live with your boyski. But, oh, well. Actually, let me end it real quick and then change that. Okay, MNRS. I need a haircut, man. A lot of people tell me I need a haircut even when I don't feel like I need a haircut. Yeah. This does seem to be following the pattern of a lot of Bitcoin miners. So, because a lot of them did have a nice spike up into late October, early November, and then saw a correction. But that I mean, it's not much data, but that's a solid looking chart. All right, come on. Talking crypto. Okay. Now I'm going live on TikTok. WWBTC5 if you want to ask any questions or shoot the hay. Now, I want to cover my thoughts on Bitcoin. Where is it? I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. Let's go to the weekly. Where's my squiggly lines? There we go. So this is my base case right now. We got the 200-day, have the EMAs. I did project a move. Everyone got excited at the 50-day EMA rejection. And hello, Dogfish. And I projected that we'd get rejected there and then hold here. This is my base case right now, that we would rally and get to the 200-day moving average and everyone would be like, we're so back, and get rejected there. But I am. Oh, ZSL is inverse of AGQ. That's interesting. That I might just buy that. You know, that might not be a bad one to buy. Just buy in general. Um, I'm monitoring this though. If we lose the 100-week EMA, we're gonna go down, and then I'll be very eager to buy. All right, J Pill, very eager to buy Bitcoin in the mid 70s for a swing trade. Well, maybe that would. Well, I have here a projection that that would be the bottom. I am still. I don't know, man. I think we're probably. I got a little too ahead of myself. I think we're going to end up going to the 200-week moving average for Bitcoin. So, but it's okay. That's not as bad as previous bear markets. You know. Do I hold CLSK? All right, I'm gonna make a note of that ZSL. I'm very intrigued by that. Okay, CLSK. I don't hold any CLSK, but let me look at the chart. I've heard of this ticker before for sure. It's Clear Spark, Clean Spark. All right, so I don't know what to make of this. Is it a minor? If it's a minor, this chart looks similar to Riot's, and I think it's a good. Okay, it is a minor. I think that's a good. It's a strong chart. I will say that. So I don't mind. Yeah, I mean it had swings, pretty hard swings. 23. This one seems to be more correlated with Bitcoin. I think I'd rather hold Riot. Because Riot seems to be breaking its correlation with Bitcoin. Hello, Skybreaker. Long time no see. So, I mean, Riot has certainly underperformed since 2021, but this chart definitely looks more favorable to it just being general accumulation ahead of what I think is going to be a breakout. So. Morning to all crypto nymphos. Hope you've been well. I've been all right. Yep. Hope you've been well. So, man, TikTok's still killing me. There's only 12 people in the live stream on TikTok, and there's something. Whatever it is, this change of ownership or something, it's killed my reach, and now I don't think people are getting notified. So I guess I'll tweet that I'm live. Yeah, TikTok's definitely been weird. It's been lagging. Good morning, Yesway. All right, posting it. I got notified today, not yesterday. All right, hey, they're making some improvements. I guess. Riot Ox is daily 2x Riot. All right, Anthony did not get notified. I don't touch those as they're going up. That's something that I'll be interested in buying a put on when I think Riot's peaked. I don't do 2x for longing. It's just not worth it. Because like I said, 2x does not do 2x. So 2x does not actually do 2x on the way up, and then it does worse on the way down. Riot and CIFR look better than Marathon as well. Yeah. Marathon is kind of... Yeah, you're right about that. We'll see. I mean, you buy 5 Bitcoin miners and 4 of them do really well. Cool stuff, Good call sending out a tweet. Okay. Is Jasmine a good buy right now? Jasmine lost some really key support and then got rejected there. I don't think it's a good buy right now. I think best case from here is it's going to go down to its previous bear market bottom. I wouldn't say best case. I'd say like medium case. Previous bear market bottom is like 0.0027. So that's still a 60% drop. Do you think crypto will go after Q2 or next year? You mean go up? I mean, I'm calling for a bottom in the second quarter, so I think that's when we're going to bottom. Any hope for HEEHEE? Every day, every day. Yes, there's lots and lots of hope, but if you're talking about like the next few months, no. I'll just say this again. I'm DCAing HEEHEE. I want as much of the HEEHEE supply as possible because I know when the time comes, it's going to go crazy. And I would love for it to go lower right now. But, you know, people aren't, the people who are left aren't selling. I keep buying when I can. All right. Oh man. So yeah, it's funny, you know, live talking about crypto, right? And I'm just gonna block you, Rec. I was not completely wrong about the market. I was actually more on point than 98% of people. So goodbye. He calls out one thing that I got wrong. I said now is the time to buy altcoins not at the literal top. You know, I said now is the time to buy altcoins in August of 2024. That was the time. And I pivoted. You know, I sold my crypto on October 17th. So goodbye. But anyway, as I was where I was going, what I was saying was just specifically looking at most of these charts, they still have further down to go. The altcoins, most of them. Algorand doesn't look too bad now that I'm looking at it. Especially the ones with terrible tokenomics. They can just, there's no floor. So, Crisis, thanks for the follow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all these junk coins, all these coins created in 2023 and 2024. The older ones have some hope. Zen can go lower. Let me look at Zen. I'm assuming it can. You know, this one, maybe not. I mean, you know, around 650 is the bottom, the all-time low, and it's holding up. It's at 9, so maybe it could go down to 6 or so. Thoughts on holding a hedge, market short position with UVXY in the event of a black swan or significant market dip? I don't love the idea. I tried something like that in early 2024, and just, you know, they all became losers. Sorry, 2025. Excuse me. Hello, Angelos. I tried that in early 2025 and regretted it. So what I would do is just I would rather hold things that I think would hold up well. In the event of a dip, and just like minimize my losses. So thank you, Bubba Disco. Yeah. All right. Check out Axie Infinity. I'm monitoring Axie Infinity right now. I think that Axie Infinity is going to go down from here. It's had a nice pump over the last few days, but the thing that I pointed out, I talked about it on my X account, WW Bitcoin. There is a bearish divergence on the 4-hour chart. So RSI went scorching hot, and then RSI put in a pretty significantly lower high as the price put in a higher high. And so then Axie Infinity dumped and then had a rally, and kind of like if I were to draw a fib here, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 702. A 786 retrace, 786. Got rejected at the 786, and now I think it's going to go down. And I'm actually in a short on Axie Infinity right now. And I'm taking profits at $1.38 if it gets there, if I don't get liquidated. The fees on some of these cryptos are insane. That's the only thing that I'm nervous about with Axie Infinity. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I mess around too much. For lesson learned, there's some cryptos that, like, the fees, the margin fees are just insane, and Axie is one of those. So I need this to perform well soon, or even if it just hangs around, I'm going to be taken out to lunch. So I just need to stick with it. I'm also in a short on XRP. That one, the fees are almost non-existent. All right. Hello, Ehsan. What is your high cap for more XX, like into 20 to 30? What? I don't know what you're saying. And if you're asking me for 20, 30 X's for high caps, I think you're smarter than that. JN, thank you for the rose. I'm 30% down on ADA, AVAX, and VET. Should I sell or hold strong? I'd hold on to VeChain. Cardano, I'm just going to give you numbers that I think Cardano is going to go to. And you're going to have to figure it out for yourself, So I think Cardano, let me go to the weekly chart. I think Cardano is going back down to its previous bear market bottom. That's 23.5 cents. AVAX, probably something similar. AVAX might actually go lower than its previous bear market bottom. It's actually pretty close to it right now because of AVAX's tokenomics. So AVAX's previous bear market bottom was $8.35. I think it's going lower than that. I don't have, when it, it's the opposite of price discovery. I don't know where's the floor if it's going to lose its previous bear market bottom. Maybe it would be $5. Maybe it would be even lower than that. I don't know. Vet bottom, I think it'll hold up a little better than the other ones because of no inflation on VeChain. I don't think much lower, maybe another 20% or so. Shamos, loving my metals. Yeah, I'm wanting them to stop pumping. And I love metals. I've always loved metals, but there's specific ways I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream. Watch it on YouTube. That I think you can make. I think you can make significant gains on some pretty safe bets against certain metals like silver. After like, if it's like, for sure, clearly, just now it's just in a chop. No doubt it's in a chop. We're talking about a couple months from now. There's one play in particular that I really like. Which high cap crypto coin for more X's? Ehsan, they're all going lower. If we're talking about like the next 3 months or so, they'll have pumps. There's potential for short-term gains, Thank you, JN. But no, they're going lower, especially, yeah, I mean, high caps. Well, I mean, here's the deal with high caps. They actually did pretty well. You know, Solana hit a new all-time high. XRP hit a new all-time high. Binance hit a new all-time high. So we're in a weird position where the junk coins will just naturally go down because they're garbage, and then the good ones that actually did well, they have more room to go down. Like Solana's hanging by a thread right now. If Solana loses the level of support that it's been holding, I mean, there's air between now and, like, I mean, there's some support in the 80s, but then below that, you know, there's a little bit support in the 60s, and I think Solana's going to get there. Hey, we're still thinking that it's a short bear market bottom and up third quarter. Bottoming in the second quarter. That's my thought, Bubba Disco. Maybe after a bottom, we just chop for a bit, you know, and maybe that would go into the third quarter. But I think by the fourth quarter of this year, we'll be in really good shape. We'll be excited. XRP looks like Solana as well. Yeah. So there was a comment here. XRP is where we want to be. It's the same deal. XRP, same exact, like just like Solana. Yeah. We lose support at the level that we're at right now. XRP is going below $1. And I want it to go, I'm sorry, I want it to go below $1. I want to buy a bunch of XRP below $1, and I think I will. VRA dead, right? What, don't know what to do with that horrible. Yeah, it's dead. You know, maybe eventually there'll be a dead cat bounce, but do you do your lives on your WBTC5 account? Yes. Oh, shoot. Sorry. BMNR. Sorry, Flo Bro. ETH Treasury. Is that the one by that Lee guy, Tommy Lee? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to make of this, honestly, man. ETH to 2,700s or not? Yeah. Now, there's a very important level of support at 2717. Next time it goes there, I think it'll bounce. Tom Lee. I don't know, man. I mean, I just think ETH has lower to go, so why not go back down to this level here? This is a weird chart. You know, could it go back down to 10 or so? All right, thoughts on hype? Hype. There's some people I follow on X. Oh yeah, it's up 10% today. I need to go to the daily chart on this. Hype doesn't look too bad. It actually doesn't look that bad. Now, what I think, it's clear to me that what we saw, this Hype's chart on the daily from May until December just looks like a big distribution pattern with a clear UTAD. And so now it does look like we're back, we're just with Hype, just in accumulation. So it's up 10% today, and it looks like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Hype just got rejected or at around its current level and then went back down to the mid-20s or something like that and just chopped around for a bit. I would not expect Hype to do anything extraordinary unless we saw Bitcoin get up to $100,000. So I wouldn't touch Hype today. Yeah, Caspa looks like Hype. But Caspa and Hype are in the charts look healthier than a lot of other ones. All right, is H bar a sell or nah? I'd hold on to H bar at this point. Yeah, gains are leaking. I mean, I just don't want to give you specific instructions, man. You need to just think for yourself on that. Oh, sorry, white whale. H bar could go back down to its bear market bottom. 4 cents. It's up to you, man. I wish you would have sold in October instead of asking that question now. It's a little bit more difficult now. All right, so white whale. That's yeah, it's a meme coin, right? I haven't paid attention to it. Let's see white whale. 68 million. I mean, it had its big initial pump, and now what? I wouldn't. Looks like a typical meme coin chart. After the big initial pump, what does it do? Probably gonna just chop and bleed for now. I mean, it had a big green day yesterday, but that doesn't mean anything. Enough of that. Yeah, you're welcome. Holding for most of these alts to touch entry. At least I sold Link on the Jackson News pump. I think this is directed to you, JN, but it's also directed to everyone else. You guys need to learn. You need to learn to lose better. All right, just I know it's painful to sell a loser, but you have to at some point sell losers. You just have to. That's how you win. I was talking about white whale. That's how you win in the long run. I mean, I'm not. It was very difficult for me to sell in October, and so what I did, I just set my limit orders, and I was like, if it hits these limit orders, I'm out. And that's what happened. It hit the limit orders, and I was out. That was my worst performance. I sold 17 days after the peak. I've in 2024 I sold within a week of the peak in December, and then in early 2024 I sold the exact peak. So all right. Harvest losses? Yeah, sure. Are we in a bear cycle? BZ, yes, but it's not. I'm saying again, it's not as bad as 2022 will be, unless we enter into some kind of recession or great financial crisis again. Yeah, learn to lose better. What about HEEHEE? Again, HEEHEE. Again, I'm going to say the same answer. I am accumulating HEEHEE. Thank you, JN. That's all I'll say. You do you. I'm accumulating. Thoughts on PAXG or XA? Are these related to get? PAXG is correlated to gold. Yeah, it's a crypto that's correlated to gold. And so my thoughts on PAXG, I don't know about XAUT, but my thoughts on PAXG are the same as my thoughts on gold. I look at a chart like gold, and I'm not interested in buying. I'm also not interested in shorting, except for the play that I talked about earlier in this live stream that I'm not going to talk about right now. Bro, you okay? Is there a difference between me now and me earlier? I'm fine. Or me yesterday? What is de-inflation token? Ehsan, I don't know. I changed my account name. I changed my account name? What? Oh, shoot. I'm wrong. I'm live on the wrong account. Oh, no. Oh, crap. I did not mean to go live on this account. I'm sorry, guys. I'm switching. I'm gonna have to. I'm switching over to my crypto account. So head on over to WWBTC5. Um, WWBTC5. Wow. What? Wow. Okay. I was live on the wrong account that whole time. I was live on my personal account. Oh, my hair. Okay. Well, hello, Anthony. Oh, shoot. What do you think about vet at current price? I'm not going to check. I've already looked at vet multiple times. Um, vet's fine. I'm okay holding vet. Tron Inc. It's a Tron Treasury. Huh. Could be similar to MSTR model. Huh. Tron. Oh my. What's up with that chart? Did you see my comment on AVAX? Can we not buy vet? Why can't you buy vet? I like. I'm fine with vet. Brother, you never thank me. What? What? Um. So I didn't see a comment on AVAX. Maybe I didn't see a comment on AVAX. I did say that AVAX I think is going below its previous bear market bottom. So Tron, yeah, the chart. I mean, let me see more time. Tron's just a really good crypto, especially holding in bearish times because Tron, didn't dump as much as Bitcoin last last cycle. Pump Fund is doing well. Guys, yeah, I'm not surprised. I've given my thoughts on the Pump.Fund token. They make a lot of money. All right, so this is one worth accumulating. Do I like Pump Fund? No. Pump Fund made my life a lot more stressful than I ever thought it would be, because that's where I launched HEEHEE on before anyone knew what Pump Fund was, and I went in very naive. So, Roses, thanks for the follow. Might have to cash out $1,200. Maybe, JN. I'm waiting for alt season, so 1 year from now. I'm not committed to a timeline. I'm not going to commit to a timeline. I think we will see alt season in 2027. Does that mean January of 2027? Aster. Probably not. Yeah, I can't give any thoughts on Aster. It's too. Just the chart doesn't give. Not enough history. No floor in sight. Can you talk about the challenges with running HEEHEE? It's like being married to a woman with who's bipolar. or what I would say is it's like being married to 100 bipolar women. Your nothing you ever do is good enough. Only when it is exploding in value, um, is it is it good enough? But if after it explodes in value, it drops like 5%, you're a terrible person. You're you're a scammer. Um, you pocketed millions of dollars, and yeah, and even during a time like this, so I made millions of dollars off of you. Apparently, um, it is the worst investment of my life as of right now. I've lost more on HEEHEE than I've lost on anything else. That might not be true. Um, and yet, every day someone comes in, you're a scammer. You know, what I had hoped would happen with HEEHEE was that it would get up to $100 million market cap, and then I'd burn it, and then burn my bag. You know, that would have been $23 million worth, and then that would have kind of launched it into this new stratosphere of meme coin, and that didn't happen. Any thoughts on perp dexes in general? The ones that people use. That's hey bull. That's the one that I'm interested in buying their cryptos if people use them eventually. What is BFS? Oh, BFS. In Valentineless. All right. Good luck. Can you see auction? I mean, it just looks like it's continuing to go down and down and down. I don't know what to say. Do you think all vet partners might leave them if no future? No, I don't. Good morning, Jamie. So regular women. All right, that's your words, not mine. Um, don't know a whole lot about crypto, but is this the bear market now? It is. It's probably not going to be as bad as previous bear markets. Yeah, like I control the market. Yeah, Leroy, it's I wish I could stop people from selling, but I can't, you know. Yeah, Bull, thank you. I see your comment. Really appreciate it. After ADA hits the floor, where do you think 2026 has in it? You know, maybe get up to 50 cents or so. But 2027, higher. Are expecting anything from the Fed meeting? No, they're going to cut rates. Or sorry, they're going to keep it where it is. Excuse me, and that's it. I don't think the market's going to react in any way. Ignore the negativity. Every time I talk about the negativity, I get a comment like that. Which yeah, sure. Um, you know, if you could walk a mile in my shoes, it's like it's every day, every day. Not whether it's he or it's I was wrong about something. I already banned somebody from my live stream. You were so wrong about everything, which everyone's wrong in the bear market. Everyone's an idiot in the bear market. Everyone's a genius in the bull market, you know? So, thoughts on Sui? Sui is it's similar in so all right, first of all, I want to accumulate a lot of Sui in the bear market. Answer number 1. Number 2, it's right now at a level of support, $1.40 or so. Um that if it loses that, it's going to go down a decent amount. So, and that's another one. I'm just like, come on, bring it on. Let me buy cheap Sui. Let me buy it at what, 40 cents, maybe even lower than that. So it's not one that I think is worth buying at this moment. What is going on with my mouse? Something's up with my mouse. This is, what did I do? So, okay. Bitcoin next move. Watch my most recent video update. I sincerely think it would have hit 100 million if we had kept the Michael Jackson theme. The problem with that is it wouldn't have gotten listed on CoinGecko. It wouldn't have gotten listed on CoinMarketCap. People really cared about that. And so, you know, maybe you're right. I don't think so. Because, I mean, the thing is, HEEHEE was launched at the peak of euphoria. You know, the closest we got to euphoria, in my opinion, in March of 2024. It was at the peak. There was only down from there, which only made things worse, you know. I was watching your stream back in 2021. Hello. Is there hope for Cardano? I hold since 2021. There is not hope short term for Cardano. There is hope on a longer time frame. So I think it's, like I said, I think it's going down to like 20 cents or so. Is it possible whales might be controlling bear cycle-ness of the market? Yes, that's just how it goes. Madvin, thanks for the follow. Yeah, bought Cardano at 80 cents. Didn't sell at 2 or 3. Oh, in 2021. Oh, no. Oh. It happens. I mean, now I would just hold on. You've been holding for this long. Robert and RT, thanks for the follow. Thank you, SV. Rose, buy alert on the weekly. Good opportunity for a long. Really, Rose? Let's see. I mean, huge volume last week. Yeah, maybe it hit new lows. When was that? In December? Yeah, maybe. Thank you, Leroy. Haven't we been in a bear market for 14 months now? You could say that. Yeah, I mean, you could say that for it depends on the crypto, you know? For altcoins, aside from like top 10 cryptos, we've been in a bear market since 2022. Sui at 4 cents. I did not say 4. That seems a little bit of a stretch, or a lot of a stretch. I think I said 40. Julian, thanks for the follow. Doge thoughts. So Tau X, good hold if bullish on Tau. I don't know anything about this chart. I mean, it looks like whatever it is NASDAQ Tau Synergies. Is this in relation to Tau? What is worth buying now? Stocks. Tau X is a Tau treasury. Wow. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Then Bitcoin goes, oh, no, yeah, so One Shot Killer, I said 40 cents. Doge thoughts. I love Doge. I'll always love Doge. Doge is never going to die. The chart does not look amazing. All right, it looks to me like it's just going to go back down to 5 cents. My entry in crypto, March 2024. Yeah. And then there was still plenty of time when people were like, "Oh man, you're going to make so much money." Can AVAX possibly get worse? Yes, I think it's going to go below its previous bear market bottom. Are the stocks you're loading up now long-term or temporary holds for gains? Yes. I have two different stock accounts. One is a holding account and one's a trading account. And the holding one, I mean, there are some swing trades. There's also some, you know, buying some options. Let's see. Looks like we've been in bear market 14 months. You see BC. A quick peak, then drop. Todd, I don't know what you're saying. Any hope for AVAX in 2026 and 2027? Yes. Is it bad to just hold rather than sell at a loss? Yes, it is. But it depends on the asset. It always depends on the asset. Lopo, thanks for the follow. What about XLM, please? XLM, 20 cents. I mean, it's another one. I think it's going to go back down to its previous bear market bottom, 8 or 9 cents, something like that. It's such a trash bull market. It was such a trash bull market this cycle. I warned you guys. I know I wasn't perfect, but I warned you guys that I warned you to not expect 2025 to be like 2021 or 2017. How is it that most crypto people on here don't talk about us being in a bear market? They pretend. I think I get the gist of it, Todd. Bullishness gets clicks, it gets views, it gets follows. That is why, you know, Crypto Sage 26 has as many follows as he has. That's why he gets paid $25,000 to shill some meme coin. And here I am. You know, if I told you how much money I had in stocks and crypto, you'd probably laugh at me. I mean, maybe not. Some of you would probably think it's a lot. Thank you, women. I own 25K coins of booty coin while I get rich. Yeah, let me be a typical influencer. Yeah, Angel, that's a or Angel, whatever. That you're gonna it's a 1000x. You're gonna 1000x your money. Pay attention and listen. Love the letter to the future. Yeah, that was enjoyable. I'm waiting till Q3 to buy. Yeah. Holding is definitely better than selling for a loss. Come on. Nope. I already talked about that. I know that's the typical mindset. That is the typical retail mindset. I have a recommendation for you. Read a book called Best Loser Wins. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. Energy sector, oil in particular. Oil, I'm terrified of this. Oil is super bullish right now. You want to buy something that you want to hold for the rest of the decade, buy oil stocks. I have some OIH and WTI. That's what I have. Oil is going to go up a lot, and it's going to be really painful. I'm not crashing on you. I'm just kind of bewildered with the 60% losses that I've had. I didn't think you were, Todd. Was it good to long uni at 4.7? Foregone is in the house, everybody. 4.7. It's not terrible. I think the risk to reward is on your side. I would close that if it got up to $5.85. So, yeah. Thanks for sending me 100 SOL and letting me drive your Lambo. What do you think about Pump? Yeah, I already mentioned that's one worth buying at some point. Pump.fun, they make a lot of money. I want to buy cryptos that people use, platforms that people use, and I want to buy cryptos that they make money. Pump.fun, both. Ben Cohen says bull market support band is now bear market resistance band. What do you think? I think he pays too much attention to the bull market support band. I think it's not as significant as he makes it out to be. But sure, it'll be resistance. But I remember so I remember in 2022, Bitcoin broke through the bull market support band, and then got rejected at the 200-day moving average. And I was like, "Oh, we broke through the bull market support band. We're back on." And no, that was, we got rejected the 200-day, and then went from $48,000 to the $15,000 bear market bottom. So I don't care about the bull market support band. Holding when you know things are going to tank is just dumb. Yeah, but then somebody would respond, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Are you buying now? I've bought little bits. I'm not buying at this moment. You're welcome, Foregone. What other stocks are you bullish on? Oh, sorry. All right. I was reading somewhere about copper as a good investment. I have some copper miners, SCCO. There's one. Bitcoin miners. I've talked about this a ton. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin miners. I'm a fan of something. When the bottom, it's there. Second quarter. You never sell your Bitcoin. Yeah. Meta and Amazon are two of your long-term holds. I have some. I don't plan on selling them anytime soon. PAXG. Oh, should I buy HEEHEE? Listen, I'm buying HEEHEE. And if you buy HEEHEE, that means that it's going to be more expensive for me to buy HEEHEE. So how about no, you should not buy HEEHEE. CPER, this chart looks fantastic. Maybe buy it at finding some support at one of these moving averages. But yeah, CPER chart looks really good. Are you buying AVAX? Not anymore. I do have a little bit of AVAX, and I regret buying it. I think AVAX is going to go below its previous bear market bottom. PAXG sideline. Conrad, what do you mention? That's gold. It's correlated with gold. What do you think about Litecoin? I'm a little nervous about Litecoin right now. I love Litecoin. I think it'll be great to buy at some point. It is under $70. It's just at a really, right at this moment, it is at a really important level, and I'm hoping that this is a false breakdown. If it loses this, Microsoft should be your long-term hold. Yeah. I mean, any of the Magnificent Seven. Wouldn't the ideal entry for HEEHEE be at the bottom for Solana? Yes, but I'm still going to DCA. Do you think Fat Cat is going up? Why, please? Fat Cat's going to go up because I believe in Alvarez, and I think he's going to stick with it. So, yeah. What if those cryptos you bought were top 50 cryptos and you DCA, then holding isn't as bad? You want to do that? Knock yourself out, Mitch. I mean, eventually you'll make money. Sure. I just I'm kind of giving up when I answer the way I do. Yes, fine, do it. Nobody ever wants to hear me say sell. So if nobody wants to hear me say it, maybe I should just say hold. Because eventually, depending on the crypto, top 50, sure, eventually, maybe. There's a chance that these assets that are still overvalued that they'll never come back and you'll just hold forever and never make money. But I mean, like there's a miner. The first time one of the first stocks I ever bought was a precious metals miner. And I held it, I bought it at the peak. I bought it at the peak and never sold. And now after 15 years, I'm up on that. And if I sell, I might be above break even after taxes. Cool, you know? Or I could have sold that and bought, put it into Tesla or something. Just hold. Yeah, go ahead, hold. And this isn't me being upset at anybody. Just I don't operate like that, and it works for me. But selling is so painful that people just can't do it. It's even when they're up huge, they just can't do it. So then what? Buy MSTR, not yet. Winning. Did you go to Butler? Yes. Maria, thanks for the follow. Sold to 50 still in the cards. I believe so, yeah. Zebek. ZBCN. Zebek's interesting to me. I don't know about right now. I think it's okay to accumulate Zebek. Zebek has a lot of potential. They are now ISO 20022 compliant. They're doing things right. They're building something. So yeah, there's potential with Zebek. I don't know. You want to find a perfect timing to buy. Maybe there's another time. All right, I walked away for a while. Portfolio is full of Render, Arrow, Poly, Solana. Any thoughts? Poly, is that polymath? All right, so Render, I'm a believer in Render. I think if you're going to just continue to hold it, that's a fine one to hold. That it'll go higher, but Render, unfortunately, Render is still pretty high up. Sorry about the sneeze. From its bear market bottom. Arrow's another one that I think, whenever things get exciting, Arrow will be higher, decent amount higher than where it is now. Arrow scares me in regards to the fact that it's new utility. And where's the floor? But Arrow, it's up from its 2025 bottom still, so that's good. Solana will certainly one day be a decent amount higher than where it is now. My only fear with Solana is short term. Solana, I think, has the potential to go down significantly if it ends up losing the level of support that it's at. But I like your portfolio. If you were to just go in a coma and wake up 2 years from now, I think you'll be all right. Why did AVAX fall out of your good graces? No, I like AVAX as a value play right now, but I do think it's going to go lower. I can believe in both. So I'm nibbling. AVAX is, if my thesis is wrong, I think we have another leg down. If my thesis is wrong, I like AVAX. I think AVAX will hold. The AVAX will be a good one to move higher. Where have you been, man? Maurice, that's a very complicated question to answer because I see you just started following me. So if you followed my old account, that one got banned. Or if you're, I did take a break from the middle of November till the new year. So if that's what you're referring to, I was working on some other stuff trying to make some money. So Crypto Watch, thanks for the follow. Is it okay to hold AVAX and DCA? You want to do that? Knock yourself out. Tau, Tau's fine. I'm sorry. I'm getting to the point of the live stream. It's been a little over an hour. TIE holder trade. I think TIE is just going to continue to bleed. TARS AI, 12 million market cap. Maybe at this point just hold it. I have Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, XRP, Arrow, Sui, XLM, Algo, Link, and HBAR. Is that good? That's a lot better of a portfolio than other people have. I mean, all right, you have all of those. Let's just say you had an equal amount of all of those. At some point, you'll be up a decent amount. Thoughts on the market this year? Scatman, if I'm about to end this live stream. If you just watch my most recent video. All right, so virtuals protocol. Oh, that's a tough one. Thank you, Flo Bro. The trucks. So virtual's too new. You know, it's holding up all right. Maybe there's some hope for it. No, guys, I'm sorry. World Liberty Finance, not touching it. I'm trying to go. So I'm done. Have a good one. Hit the follow. See you next time. See you guys on YouTube.